But he had them in his hand and stabbed over his shoulder and nearly got me in the eye. And ever since then, I'm like, you've got to know where the hands are all the time. So when he grabs me, and I'm a little bit late, the first thing, grab 2 hands, pull me down. First thing is hands. Same thing, and he grabs me on the waist. I touch the hands and want to know what's in them. Yeah? Not only is that where the lock is that I want to break, but I want to know what's in his hands. I've got to have, there's no point doing this and then he stabs me in the face. So I've got to know where the hands are. It's exactly the same thing here. When he grabs me, I've got to know what's in his hands. And my other hand goes usually around the back of this arm. Right? You won't be able to put it in there initially because you'll be squeezing like that. So I'll go on top and behind. To make it comfortable on my throat, turn your chin. So you're not choking yourself. Turn your head towards the person. And I want to sit here like this. Now, this is fine for now. If he decides to punch me, yeah, there you go. See, there's where the gap is. Old school jiu-jitsu, they still hold like that, but I find with guys with giant arms, they can't do that. So I always go to the inside and hold like this. Yeah, right? Because now, even with one hand, or with 2 here, he can't move that arm. Punch me in the face. Yeah, so I've got 2 on 1, which is great. Now, from here, right, what if this hand goes near my face? I let go straight away, and I hold it against my chest. Hips, step, behind his back. Right? So, I'm late. First thing is, on top and outside. If he goes to punch me, I like to go to the inside and hold it very tight, like this. Yeah? Now, if that hand goes near my face at all, that becomes the priority. Yeah? Because your eyes and everything. So, but you don't move it away. You won't be able to hold tight. There, right? I won't be able to move, no, don't let me. I won't be able to move that away from his body. That's not the job. I want to hold it against my body. Yeah? This is exactly the same. Like when we're under the mount and someone tries to choke us, you don't push their hands away, right? He's in the mount, chokes me, no, 1 hand like that, or 2, whatever, like this. I can't push it, lean on me. Right? I can't push that way. It's his whole body weight. Now, what is he leaning on? He's leaning on the soft part of my throat. Sternum is like 5-10 millimeters away from it. Yeah? So all I need is to move his hands and the pressure like 10 millimeters onto my sternum. Choke me. Choke. Come on, choke me. That's it. And I'm working in a really strong way, which is pulling your elbows towards your hips. Yeah? Right? It's one of the strongest movements we can do is that. Yeah? So that's what I'm doing. What would you do if you hadn't learned jiu-jitsu? Try and push up and just get choked. Yeah? So you have to pull onto your sternum. Put your weight all on my throat. Doesn't mean anything. And I'm weak as shit, so like if I can do this, anybody. And the good thing is my elbows come in. So walk your legs up. Can't walk, I'm controlling his legs too. Yeah? And it's ideal for a bridge and roll off. Yeah? So I'm using the same theory that I don't want to try and pull his hand away from my body. More because I don't want to weaken my arm. The further my arms get from my body, the weaker they get. Feel this? Put my arm somewhere, just grab my wrist, move my hand somewhere. So I can't stop that. Now do it. Yeah? I can lock it to my body, and because it's a shorter lever, it's harder for him to move. So I want to connect it. It's more about what I'm doing to my body. Yeah? Not what I'm doing to his hand. Yeah? I'm pulling my elbow towards my body and taking his hand with it. So his hand can't go anywhere. Right? So he grabs my head. Over on top, goes to punch. 2 on 1. Yeah. When this hand moves towards my face, pull it to your chest. Hold it tight. Now, hips. Hold that hand, don't grab your top, but keep it against your body. It's not my hand. Do it again. And you guys know I've broken my back, so if I can do this, anyone can do it, right? It's not my hand, it's not this. Yeah, I see this a lot in jiu-jitsu demos. They go, hey, huh. It's like, no, won't work. Hold tight. Open it with your body. Yeah? Now, I need to take a little step, because that little step is going to move his hand behind his back. There. Now his hand is actually in line more with this here. So if he pulls my head down, it goes behind his back. Yeah? Otherwise, you're in the way. Yeah? Right? So it pulls me down. On top. Goes to punch, inside, pull it to you. Most people's instinct is to push it away, but now he can make a big circle and punch me in the face. So I want it close, very close. Here, he goes to grab my face, I hold it to my body, open. He's still trying, if he tries to put your head down there, now you can let it go. Yeah? Details matter. You're never going to lift it like that. Practice it lightly first, yeah, until you get the movements and the organisation of it. But then, ask the person to add resistance. Yeah? So, because if I've got no base, I'm like, yeah, arm off, whatever. But you'll find, Brad, you're going to need good base. You're going to need good balance. Go like this. The whole time. Yeah? Yeah? Don't start like that. But don't stand like this and just do it willy-nilly. Yeah? Get used to having good balance. Yeah? Your stance in the street is almost always going to be wider than you think it should be. Yeah? If either you watch Mike Tyson fighting, it's like this. Yeah? Right? But who goes to boxing and practices like this? They're like, oh, it's like karate or something. Yeah? Right? It's the same when you're practicing throws before tournaments and stuff. Sometimes stands here like open your feet. See, like that. See? When you start pulling people and you get moved, suddenly you're going to be in a much wider stance. So get used to nice low stance. 1, 2, 3.